Good morning. Welcome to Mondays with Coach Rice. I am your host. And with me today, I have a special guest. His name is Qiang. He is from Malaysia. He is a transformational life coach who help professionals actually in the in their field that's burnt help professionals who's burnt out regain their passion and live on their own terms. So, um, I would like for you to introduce yourself and tell the audience what made you become a life coach.
That's a very good question. So, basically, I was a corporate sales. I was in a corporate for 6 years. The main customers that I serve are people in universities, like lecturers, professors, as well as people that own factories that they set up labs. So as long as they are doing research, they require lab equipments, I do serve them. I get a lot of satisfaction from my job because I'm able to help companies to resolve problems. But at the same time, because it is a sales job, I'm required to travel a lot. I'm taking care of two countries. So, in average, in 1 month, I will be traveling half of the month.
Nice.
Yeah. So even though I get the satisfaction from the job, uh, gaining sales, getting a lot of experience, but then it doesn't fulfill me. Even though I provide the solution to the company, but those people that I'm dealing, they are not the owner of the company. They are just employee, just like me. So serving them, giving them solution is actually not resolving their problem as well. So I tend to find my own passion, my own purpose. So I did a lot of trials. I did a lot of changes in my life. But at the end, what I found is provide solution, serving people directly, that fulfills me, that will make me happy, that will make me like every day I wake up when I have an appointment with my client, I'm so excited to see how they feel today. What is the problem they wanted to resolve today? So that really brings out the burning feeling in my body that giving me so much energy and the feel to resolve their problems. And then when I see them transform, they make the changes, there's so much effort that I did to research in order to resolve their problem. That kind of fulfillment, which is I can't get from uh, working in a corporate. That makes me like really confident that what I'm doing right now, it really fills my heart. It fills my day as well.
That is
That's
awesome.
where, yeah,
So you have a
mhm,
corporate background in
yeah.
sales,
Mhm.
and it sounds like from what I'm hearing is that you love to help companies solve problems.
Yeah,
You love to see the pain. You look for pain points. Am I correct?
yeah, definitely. The as a salesperson, in order for us to get sales, we have to resolve the problem. We can't just force a company to buy something without resolving their problem. Companies won't just fork up the money to buy something that they don't need, that
Right.
they won't resolve the problem. Yeah. So we need to know what's the problem from the company, and then we match with the solution that we are having to resolve it.
Yes, we must have a pain. We must have a problem to solve in order to help people anyway. Because without a problem, they don't need the
Yeah.
help, right? And so we
Mm.
definitely need that. And so you started this life coaching journey. who who would be your ideal clients?
I would say the ideal clients will be someone similar like me, which is struggling, working in a corporate. They realize that they already have the challenge in the corporate itself. They wanted to make a change, but they realize that they don't have the courage. They don't know how they're going to make the change. They don't know what they're going to be next. So I'm helping them to rediscover themselves as well as help them to find the direction, get the clarity. Once the direction is there, once the clarity is there, then the momentum is automatically will be created to move forward.
Yes. And so now I'm getting a really good understanding of who your clients are. So it sounds like your clients are more people who are struggling in the corporate America arena, who is
Mm-hmm.
looking to change their career but don't know how.
Yes.
So it's
Whether
really
changing in career
career.
or changing in their life.
Would you say that you more
Mhm.
career transformational career coach?
I would say more on life
Okay, life.
because yeah, because career is part of life as well. So it depends on that person itself. They want to choose their life to go for the career, or they want to choose their life to go for something like freedom, or they want to choose their life for something more adventurous to become an entrepreneur or become a businessman. So when a person realizes that they have possibilities, they have choices, especially when there are too many of that, people just get confused. People
That
just
is
get
true.
confused. Yeah.
That
So
is
I
true.
will be
We do get
there to
you
help
can get
them
really
to
confused and you can get confused and trying to figure out your career. That's why it's so important for you to be a life coach with that particular niche at this
mm,
particular time because things are changing. Even
yeah,
like
definitely.
the it's so many different things that's changing in the area of in the corporate America arena as well as other fields with especially with AI coming in. And so
Yeah.
it's forcing people to have to make a decision to step into their
Yeah.
purpose, right? And so how do you what is your strategy that what's your favorite strategy to use when you are actually sitting in front of your client? What is one of your favorite strategies for that transition to happen?
My favorite strategy or my first step is always to find out the true self of my client first. Because the most important thing to do this process is because we wanted to align what is the client's thinking and feeling to match with their action. Without doing this, basically, very quickly, if let's say they already decided to switch to another pathway, without doing this alignment, without doing this adjustment, very quickly a person will get give up and then eventually burn out and then lost again. So it's very important to get the client a clarity, a alignment, so that they know where they are going. Just like when we are driving, for example, we want to drive from one place to another place. There's many pathway, there's many choices of direction that we can use. But then if let's say we don't set a course, we don't set a direction to that destination itself, we might lost in between because there's so many options, so many attraction, so many uh, shining objects that will attract us to do it. So without setting a proper course, without aligning the client's real passion or purpose, they won't get to the end fast enough. So when a person can't get to their endpoint or their reward fast enough, they will give up easily. So it's
You are
very,
so correct. I
yeah.
love how you
Mm,
use how you start off with the self, because you have to have clarity and a clear path on where you're going. And it's something about the brain that when you focus on something, it looks for every object in the area you're focused on. And
yeah,
so
exactly.
when you have clarity, you know exactly what path you want to take. So I like how you start off with that sense of
Mm.
self, because that's important.
And because I think most of us are working adults, we work very hard for our job in order to pay us a living. So a lot of times companies are setting target for us, setting the KPI, setting the bar for us, but we forgot about ourselves. Why we are working is we are working for ourselves. We are working so that we get the money to make our life better. But if let's say we don't plan for ourselves, we don't get the clarity for ourselves at the very beginning, basically we just working without a direction. We just do it because we are alive.
Right.
It's not
No
because,
purpose
yeah, no
involved. Right.
purpose. No purpose. Yeah. There's so many things that we can contribute to the people around us, to the community. But if let's say we don't know why we are doing what we are doing, basically, yeah, we just like a tree in the planet only. We just be there, yeah, do whatever it requires us to do. But as a human, we always have the choice to do something different, to do something better.
Yes, that is you nailed it on the head. I love what you're doing. Tell us, what do you have for goals going toward the future in your journey of a life coach? What goals do you have set for yourself?
My goals itself, actually, I really like to travel because traveling not only give myself clarity, it also give me exposure. So by learning the exposure that I have during travels, by learning others' culture, meeting different peoples, different levels of peoples, talking with them, getting to know what they are thinking, and all this experience that I collected or I'm going to collect in future more and more, I think that will make my life very colorful and also vibrant, which I can provide more empathy to my clients as well. So I tend to understand them more. So it's not only travel for my own own experience or for fun, but I think since we have the choices, we are living in a beautiful planet, we should just travel around, go around to see different things in every places.
So you're traveling for knowledge and wisdom, and which is good. I heard someone say once, competency brings forth confidence. And
Yeah.
so it's good that you actually doing that,
Mm.
traveling and you know living your best life as well. While you do it, you living your best life because you're learning about different people in different countries. You mentioned, I know you talk about living on your own terms. Can you
Mhm.
define what you mean by that?
I just want to jump back a little bit because thoughts come to me. There's a Chinese proverbs mentioned that rather than read 10,000 pages of books, just go for 10,000 miles of traveling. Yeah, see different things, meet different peoples. Uh, that will give a lot of knowledge and also experience. And living in my own terms, is whereby I'm healthy enough to experience the things that I wanted. So it's very important whereby uh health for me is definitely number one that I wanted to maintain, no matter mentally, spiritually, or physically. It has to be healthy so that it will bring me more energy to do what I want, which is living with my own terms. So my own terms is just that I don't want to spend my whole life just to work for other people. I wanted to work on myself, which is travel more, learn more, experience more. Yeah.
Nice. So that's what you mean. But I like that. Okay. Healthy is first because we can't give from an empty cup, right?
Yeah.
And so
And
what would you what places have you traveled that was most, tell me about the most, I mean the place that you traveled where you really had the best experience of meeting people and learning new, they learning about their culture.
mm, I would say there's two places that I traveled for long period. One is Australia and another one is New Zealand. So I travel these two places at different stage of my life, at different age of my life. So I travel Australia when I'm quite young. I think is when I'm 24. So I traveled there for a year. So that time, my experience is I wanted to know how other people live. So I traveled with a lot of different backpackers from all over the world, from Europe, US, or Asia. So I learned how they live, what is their mindset of backpacking. So I realized that US, Europe, and Asia, we have totally different way of traveling. But from there, I adapt and also appreciate some of their ways of living, which is life is not only about work. We can choose to be relaxed. We need to know where is our boundaries,
Yes.
how much we wanted to earn, how much we wanted to make, and then this earning we contribute to our life. So we make sure that our life itself is not only working, it's not only like maybe 50 to 70% of the time we spend on working. There's so many things that possible to learn. There's so many things that so fun outside that we can experience. So that's about what I learned from my Australia traveling because most of the time I'm like just going around the coastline. So meeting different peoples, learning from peoples all around the world. And then the second places is New Zealand. So New Zealand, I was quite lucky to meet an immigrant from Thailand. They moved to New Zealand. So that's the first time that I experienced strangers that give me like 100%, 120% of love because they met me and then they feel that they said I'm a kind guy. So they really take care of me, giving me the best experience that I could have in New Zealand. Not only bringing me to the places, it's more on the sincere, the sincere love that they give me. They are really the only thing that I can say is they are really good. They are really good. They are amazing. They are gorgeous people. They help people. They take care of people with a very sincere heart, which I never experienced in my life except from my family.
Right.
So there's yeah,
So
except
you
from
got a
my
chance to
family. So
experience
they're
a
I
whole
would say
different, you got a
when I
chance
met
to
them, they
experience
are
a whole different
stranger.
culture
Yeah.
outside of your family to help you out in a very, in a way that it is a family feel, right?
it's more than a family feel, I would say.
Oh,
It's more than a family feel. Yeah. And until today, we are still keeping in touch, even though already, yeah, it's already 4 years ago, the last time we met. We are still keeping in touch. Yeah. So this kind of like bonding, this kind of relationship, it's just weird. You travel to a country and then there's someone that really connected with you and then giving their best to take care of you without expecting any return.
I really we chatted over. We've been chatting for about a week and a half now, and I must say, you really do have. I could sense your sense of passion to help others, and
Mm.
I like to see that in life coaches, where because we I always say we are helping the mental health field in a way that they don't have to take on the cases that we can take on. We could take a lot of cases that they don't have, that kind of ease the bottleneck in
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in their processes, so they can take on the cases that they need to. So that's what I love about, that's what I believe life coaching is all about, is helping out the mental health field, not operating as a coach, but actually helping out the mental health field where the help is needed. I think that is so key. And the more we have coaches like your myself and you and myself, actually, the more we can help out people, because people need help, but they don't quite know what they need. So they need
Exactly.
people like
So,
us to step in, right?
yeah. So one of the very important thing for coaches like us, we have to help the client to see what they don't see. It's like an onion. There's a lot of layers. So maybe they only see the outer part. So we have to help them, guide them to peel the layers off. So when they see deeper and deeper, nearer to their true self, that's the moment they will transform and then they will shine.
Yes, that's exciting. Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
glad that you agreed to come on the show, because I did want to spotlight what you do, and I use this platform also as a way to refer clients, that because I'm not the be all know all. My niche is relationship, marriage, and family, and when I'm out of that arena, I like to be able to trying to help transition my clients to a coach that I believe that will really truly help them out. And I like
Mm.
to share those services like that, and that's why I have this platform now, is because I want to be able to give my audience the ability to um, get more information and meet different people from all over the world
Yeah.
and get information that wisdom from other people as well. And so, with that being said, what kind of wisdom would you want to share with the audience today?
Mm. I think the wisdom that I wanted to share to the audience is if let's say at this moment you feel you are stuck, you believe that you have did all you can do, there's no more option. But I would like to tell them, to the audience, there's always an option for you. Just like what you mentioned just now, you want to take this platform to share with your audience that something that maybe you couldn't handle as your coaching, you would like to share it to others. So at the very beginning, um, when I have my own challenges, I also didn't know that coach coach is an option for me. I read books, podcasts, YouTube, look for all the motivation information, productivity information, but it doesn't move the needle for me because all those are just information. Coaches are the one that utilize the information and then already use it as an action by ourselves and then transfer this to the client.
Yes.
So there's always an option, there's always a choice to make.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on today and sharing who you are and what you do. I'm so excited for where you're going in your career. And without, we're here to help one another. And just wanted to let you know you have joined a team that, you know, where we share and help each other. That's the key is we got to help each other help the world, right? And so
Yeah.
I so want to thank you so much for stepping in and coming on and sharing your wisdom with us. And thank you, listeners, for listening. Thank you so much for joining in on this conversation with us. I just hope that you were able to gain some clarity or to get to know someone else that is a life coach that can definitely help you out. So if you feel that any information that you have heard was helpful, please reach out and share the video. Reach out to one of us or share the video. His information is in the YouTube channel, and I would like for you to share the video, subscribe to the channel. People never subscribe. Subscribe, help me out. Nah. Subscribe to my channel. I promise you, I'm bringing on content that's helpful. Now we have now we just heard from a person who helped people transition into when they feel stuck in their careers. If you want to move forward, this is the person you want to contact. He can help you out tremendously in that area. So thank you so much for listening. Happy Monday to you. Enjoy your Monday. Thanksgiving is coming up. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and enjoy your families, and just enjoy your Monday and have a great day. We are signing off.
Thank you very much.